Imagine stepping into a painter's palette where nature has splashed crimson, orange, and gold across towering sandstone walls that seem to glow from within. Welcome to Arizona's Vermilion Cliffs, where Earth's ancient history unfolds in breathtaking layers of color and stone. Nestled along the Arizona-Utah border, this 293,000-acre national monument stretches across the Colorado Plateau like a massive geological amphitheater. The cliffs rise dramatically from the desert floor, creating a natural barrier that's visible from space and serves as one of America's most spectacular geological showcases. These aren't ordinary cliffs. The Vermilion Cliffs display a mesmerizing array of colors that shift throughout the day. At sunrise, the sandstone walls burst into flames of deep red and orange. By midday, they soften into warm peach and salmon hues. As evening approaches, purple shadows dance across the striped formations, creating an ever-changing masterpiece that captivates every visitor. The secret behind these stunning colors lies buried in geological time. Over 200 million years ago, this region was covered by vast sand dunes, ancient seas, and river systems. Layer upon layer of sediment accumulated, compressed, and hardened into sandstone. Iron oxide, the same compound that makes rust red, permeated these layers, painting them in brilliant shades that we see today. But the true crown jewel of the Vermilion Cliffs is the wave, a surreal formation that looks like frozen ocean swells carved from solid rock. This 190-million-year-old Navajo sandstone formation features flowing, undulating lines that seem to ripple across the landscape. The wave formed through millions of years of wind and water erosion, slowly sculpting the sandstone into these hypnotic curves that photographers and hikers travel thousands of miles to witness. Walking through these formations feels like entering an alien world. The smooth sandstone beneath your feet has been polished by countless years of wind and rare desert rains. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of wind through narrow slot canyons and the occasional call of a red-tailed hawk soaring overhead. The Vermilion Cliffs aren't just geological wonders, they're also ecological treasures. This harsh desert environment supports an incredible diversity of life. California condors, North America's largest birds with wingspans reaching nearly 10 feet, soar above these cliffs. These magnificent creatures were once nearly extinct, with only 27 birds remaining in the wild in 1987. Today, thanks to intensive conservation efforts, over 500 condors exist, with many calling the Vermilion Cliffs home. The area also shelters desert bighorn sheep, mountain lions, and over 200 bird species. Prickly pear cacti and desert marigolds splash additional color across the landscape, proving that life finds a way even in the most challenging environments. For the Navajo Nation, these lands hold deep spiritual significance. They call this region part of their traditional homeland, where ancestors lived and traveled for thousands of years. Ancient petroglyphs etched into the rock faces tell stories of hunting parties, spiritual journeys, and daily life from centuries past. The Vermilion Cliffs present unique challenges for visitors and conservationists alike. The wave is so fragile and popular that only 64 people per day are allowed to visit through a competitive lottery system. This protection ensures that future generations can experience this natural wonder without the damage that heavy foot traffic would cause. Climate change poses growing threats to this delicate ecosystem. Rising temperatures and changing precipitation patterns affect both the wildlife and the gradual erosion processes that continue shaping these formations. Scientists monitor these changes closely, working to understand how to best protect this irreplaceable landscape. The experience of visiting the Vermilion Cliffs transforms everyone who makes the journey. Standing before these towering walls of colored stone, you're witnessing Earth's autobiography written in rock. Each layer tells a story spanning millions of years, from ancient oceans to prehistoric deserts to the dramatic uplift that created today's landscape. As you watch the colors shift with the changing light, you're reminded that our planet is constantly evolving, creating beauty on timescales that dwarf human existence. The Vermilion Cliffs stand as monuments to time itself, inspiring us to protect these natural wonders for future generations to discover and cherish. These cliffs remind us that Earth's greatest masterpieces aren't found in museums, but carved into the landscape around us, waiting to fill us with wonder and humility before the incredible forces that shape our world.